Hey, it's David Thaxton, and this is Spilling the Tea with iHeartRadio Broadway.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.
My ultimate favorite Broadway show, I'm going to be predictable and say Sunset Boulevard, but not for the reasons you think. Yes, I think our production is extraordinary, but it's also the part of an evening that made me want to be an actor. I came to New York in 1996 and saw Sunset Boulevard, Betty Buckley, George Hearn. What a night. So yeah, that combined with what we're doing. Yeah, so the first Broadway show, the first Broadway show I saw could have been Sunset Boulevard. It was basically, we came here in 1996, we came for a long weekend and it snowed like 8 feet and we got stuck here for nearly 2 weeks. And so we saw everything because all the shows were still open because the subway was running. So we saw all this, so Cats, Phantom, Les Miserables and Sunset Boulevard, amongst others. And I don't remember which was first, but let's say it was Sunset Boulevard because that's a nice thing. So the Broadway show I'd like to see that's out right now is maybe Happy Ending. I've heard really amazing things about it. But my schedule is such that I don't really get to see anything. But there we go. So my favourite moment to perform in Sunset Boulevard each night is the ending, which is a bit intense and a bit dramatic. And it takes some working up to, but it's very rewarding when you do get there. What do I do with my skincare? We have an amazing woman called Cheryl who looks after, she's our head of wigs and makeup, but she looks after all that stuff as well. So she has sent me and sent all of us sort of incredible recommendations on stuff to use. I couldn't tell you what they're called. I'm just using them. Whether it's any good or not, also no idea. Don't know what I look like. But what is the best part about living in New York City? So much. It's an extraordinary place to live. I think... Obviously, I can't help but compare it to London, and I think it's very similar in lots of ways, but also very different in lots of ways. And one way that it's definitely different that I really, really, really like is that London thinks it's a 24/7 city, and it really isn't. But New York absolutely is a 24/7 city. That's very cool. The food, is the food better here or in London? The food is, it depends what you're looking for. I mean, like, there's way more, like, just true, like, American great filth here. And it's done really, really, really well. But yeah, we both got our fair share of amazing restaurants. It's a tie. So yeah, I am a baseball fan. Today is opening day. I'm a Mets fan. It happened, I came to New York in 2019 to learn Come From Away. Because I did it in London, but our director couldn't put me in, so I came here to learn it because they were putting into standbys for the North American tour. So I was here for nearly a month, and in that time, I became a Mets fan because I got talking to this Canadian guy in a bar, and I said to him, why am I so drawn to this team? I'd never even heard of the Mets. I'd heard of the Yankees, but I'd never heard of the Mets. And he said, who's your soccer team? And I said, Everton. And he laughed for about a minute, and he said, the Mets are the Everton of baseball. And for lots of reasons, I think that's true. So I have been devoted Mets fan ever since. My favourite Mets player is Francisco Lindor. I mean, he's an absolute rock star and leader from the front, captain. Love him. Dream rot is a very easy answer. If I die and I haven't played Sweeney Todd, I will be really annoyed. I'll lie there and just be like, oh, for God's sake. I'll be just really, really pissed off.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.